I was the last 2 slots on the one side. The 2 people before me picked Vlad and Scion, and it's like my 2 main used champions, and I literally just like shit my pants. I was like, this is so fucking gay. And I just sat there looking at the screen, and I just let it go random. And I ended up with Corky. It was...
Oh, no wonder you hate Corky then.
That's terrible, man.
Oh yeah, it was a kick in the fucking balls. But... So yeah, I mean, I don't know. All random, all mid sounds like a fun thing to do sometimes, but I don't really support it. If they make it into something like a real game type where you can enforce the rules, I'm down. Probably play it a couple times, but as is, I'm not really that interested in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have played it a couple times, but I don't think it's that enjoyable. I don't. Maybe it's just because I always get shitty heroes for it, you know. So I don't know. Like I got who did I get? I got Corky once, and I was terrible. I couldn't do anything with him. I suck at Corky. I played him. It was like the first time I had ever played him. I think I got a Fiddle once. That was really good.
Oh.
Fiddle was really good on.
Yeah, that was pretty strong.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever started playing it, and I almost ran into the bush because I was going to jump out from behind the trees on them, and they're like, "No, you can't do that." I was like, "Oh, can't be sneaky though."
Yeah.
But
the first game I played, we were up against a Zillion, and oh god, did that ever suck! Because when you've got 5 people on your team crammed into this lane, and people start getting time bombed, it's just hell. And of course, Zillion has
dude,
that
that reminds.
ultimate.
Okay, this may not be on topic, but here's the coolest combo ever. If you get a Zillion with a stealth character, you put the bomb on the stealth character, and they can run in and bomb people stealthily. They never know. They just lose life. They don't know what's going on. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, so awesome.
Oh
I just had to mention that. It's the funniest thing ever.
That's so wrong. I love it.
Yes, you've got to try, dude. Like if we do like a game later or something, we'll have to pick those 2 heroes and just have some fun.
So that's
was the way in Twitch.
The one good thing you could say about Eve. Because Eve is such a shitty character, but at least she can be targeted by Zillion's bombs.
Smooth. Go
Exactly.
Eve. You're an invisible bomb carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I played it with a friend. We did Tank Eve and then Zillion, and then we just had bombing
Sunfire
runs.
Eve.
Yeah, exactly. It was bombing runs with Sunfire. We were lighting people up. It was so good too.
I definitely want to try that.
Oh man, cool. How much time are we at in the podcast?
We are at 40 minutes, so we should probably get close to our conclusion.
Oh fuck that! We got like 10 more things to talk about.
Oh, all right.
I want to have at least one more thing, 2 more things to talk about. Okay, one thing I'm just adding at the end here. I didn't tell you guys about that, but positioning. We definitely need to cover that. So I guess I'll start with that one since I've been letting you 2 start everything. Positioning, basically someone left a comment on my channel and they're like, WatchMeSC, how do you position your units late game? Early game it's kind of easy, there's minions everywhere, but in team fights, how do you position yourself? I always get killed. And, well, first off, let me mention, I'm not the best with that because I was Kog'Maw last game and I died like 5,000 times because I was standing next to a fucking melee champion that I didn't even see. I was like, oh, Scion, hello. Didn't see you there stunning me. But in general, if you're a ranged DPS, you want to get behind the tanks and behind even the melee DPS if you have any, and try to... If you have to know your opponents as well, you have to know exactly what your opponent's ranges are and how far they can stun, how far they can flash, and then pop a ghost, and then pop, whatever the fuck skills they have. The main thing I can tell you about positioning, the number one thing I can say is just to know your team and your opponent's team. Like, who is your carry gonna target? Is he a smart carry? Is he gonna target their carry? Or is he gonna target the tank? Stuff like that is very important to how you position. So, Colby or Quill, you guys want to go mention something?
Go ahead, Colby. I don't have much to say about
positioning.
positioning.
Okay, yeah. Positioning is what sets noobs from the highly skilled people. I think it's probably one of the most important things to get right, and even the best people screwed up all the time. I was watching the WCG finals, and I saw I think it was, I don't know, it was whoever was playing. I don't know who it was, but anyways, they just ran through the forest. Yeah, they got out of position, ran through the forest whenever the enemy team was missing, got killed, and they was able to push up 2 towers because he died. It was that late in the game, So positioning is just it. You could probably have a whole podcast about positioning, just because it is something to think about. Though I might have to do a guide on it later because there's just so intricate. But
I'll join on that guide.
That's what I'll say that about it is that you really have to pay attention to positioning. It can tie into map awareness as well. So
I mean, Quill, I'm surprised you don't have anything to say. I think we have. I don't even really want to continue to talk about positioning anymore now that I think about it, just because there's so much to say.
Yeah, well, I think my issue is one of the reasons I don't like to play what I call like squishy assassin types, like the carries, that sort of thing. I don't tend to play them because I don't feel confident enough to know like exactly what am I supposed to do. Because when there's a fight coming up, I like to be the initiator. I hate having to depend on other people to do it. So when I'm playing one of these squishy characters, I'm constantly putting myself out of position and initiating wrong. Whereas if I'm playing the tank, then I'm quite confident being in front, making sure to start off, making sure I'm protecting my carries. Like I try to stick close to the carries so that I can use, if I'm playing Shen, that if they go for my carry, I will be able to taunt, intercept, that sort of thing. And on the other hand, if I'm playing someone who's a lot more support, then I know that it's okay that I'm not, getting in there to land the first blow. If I'm there with Jaina, I'm as long as I'm there to launch my tornado and to bubble someone, and then at some point start auto attacking, I feel okay with that. That's part of the reason that I don't play the carries, and I think a big part of it is just practice. But don't get in there until they've initiated on the stronger characters. If you're playing Yi, you don't want to be the person they can target first. Force them to target Alistair or Shen or whoever before they can start hitting you. And then, because it's hard for people to switch targets, to get their brain switched. And what happens a lot of times, if you're not playing at the sort of high elo level, is only half the team will switch. And that's the worst possible decision. It would be better if all 5 of them stayed on the tank than to have half of them switch to one target and the other half stay on the original one.
Yep. So, I guess that's our short blurb on positioning. I have a feeling we'll talk about that more later, though. I could see doing a whole commentary about that. One just short little thing I want to talk about before we sign off is, this is just something I thought of. Who do you guys think are some of the best tower divers? So we'll start with Colby. What do you think? Hello?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Colby?
Sorry. I had it on mute. My bad. I would say definitely, in my opinion, the best tower diver is going to be Poppy because she can't take damage from towers when she pops her ult.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Poppy is some son of a bitch. Whenever I see her chasing after me at a tower, I'm like, great. Now I just need to run all the way fucking back to my base, pretty much.
Yep. She can actually ram people into the tower and kill them and then get away.
Oh, yeah, that's so great. She's like, yeah, the tower that's going to try to kill me, I'm going to kill you with it.
Yep.
And my pick for a similar reason would be Alistair. Because when he pops his ultimate, he takes so little damage that he can just sit there and tank a tower for ages. And it doesn't really bother him very much.
Oh yeah, and he can push people out,
yeah.
so that his teammate can kill him too.
Exactly. You do that combination pummel and headbutt, and you do that all within tower range, and you don't mind that you're being hit, and at the same time they've been ejected from the safety of their tower, and they're probably going to get destroyed.
And I was just going to say, with the new update to the tower, Alistair jumping in there and taking the damage like that would be, he would lock the tower onto him, even if other people were going for ganks.
That's true.
So I guess since those two are taken, one of the best tower divers I think is Vladimir, due to his, you can pop your ultimate, and then your E and your Q ignite, and then you pool in. By the time the pool is done, your Q is back up, and so is the E, and your ultimate is about to activate, and the pool changes targets off of you. So if your creep come in or another champion comes in, you can really just get in there with him. And I think that's about it. You guys have anything else you guys want to add at the end?
Tryndamere. He can tower down.
Oh yeah, Tryndamere for sure. And then a good combination, like to help someone else be a good tower diver, would be a Zillion.
Yes. Oh, so much.
Yes.
He's a tower diver. Oh yeah.
Shen also helps a little bit, but not nearly as much as the rest of those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think I don't really have anything else to add.
No, I'm good. I think that all the topics on my sheet have been dealt with, except last week I think we promised that this week we would talk about jungling champions. That was our question to our audience.
Oh,
And we got tons of amazing feedback on the last episode, and I certainly welcome everyone to go back to episode 3 and read all the comments on YouTube, because it was really, really valuable stuff. And perhaps if we have time, we'll actually discuss it on the podcast. But frankly, our audience basically said everything that you can say about it. Very, very good conversation that initiated there.
Wow, you just reminded me of something. I'm so glad you did. We can't forget this. They added suppression to the game this last patch.
What?
Which is, suppression. It's a new thing they added to the game. So Malzahar and Warwick, and I think another one. But anyways, Malzahar and Warwick, they can no longer be cleansed. They can also no longer be affected by Merc Treads or any other thing like that with their ultimates. So they are very, very powerful now with those things.
Oh.
yeah, I kind of noticed that. I didn't really notice exactly I didn't know exactly what it did, but I noticed it because I was like, okay, well, Warwick fucks me up, and now I can't even use my goddamn summoner spells. I used to be able to do that.
Did you include Morgana? Is she one of the champions that affects?
She doesn't get she doesn't have suppression. She's just got her regular stuff.
Because her
she does. It's like a channeling.
It used to be glitched, her ultimate, because it would slow, and then at the end of the duration, anyone who was still affected would get stunned and hurt. But if you had Merc Treads, it would end the effect early, and it would never trigger the ending part. They've probably fixed that, but
I don't know.
that would be the
must
way
have
to
fixed
fix it. Cool. Okay.
Okay, well, suppression. Good to know, everyone.
Yeah, I'm glad.
All right, well, I think that's about it. Anyone last notes?
No, I'm good.
Quill? Colby?
Be sure to subscribe.
All right, yeah, check out everyone's channel. We'll put all the links for everything in the description. This will be posted on Quill's channel, and links to the other channels will be posted. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. See you guys next time.
See ya, folks.
See ya.